Dah doktor.
Okay, sampai mana dah pergi? Apa tu dah go through?
Saya tak tengok rapid minor je.
Saya baru habis the analysis.
Okay. Alright. Hari tu kita tak start langsung lagi, right? This one? Text analysis ni?
Dah saya ingat sampai dimension je.
Dimension
Sampai bus tracking.
Okay.
Ah.
Sampai bus tracking. Lepas tu dia punya dimension dia kan. Regular expression dah tak hari tu? Belum
Belum. Regular expression belum.
Okay. Okay. Okay, nampak tak?
Nampak doktor.
Okay. Alright, so ada apa-apa soalan ke? Any questions?
Ada.
Ada any parts yang you nak saya explain further?
Brand equity tu yang dengan bus tracking lah.
Apa tu brand equity tu? Okay, is actually underlying kepada bus tracking tu ataupun sentiment analysis. Okay, because bila buat sentiment ni maksudnya apa? It means that it's just a perception tau. It's just a perception. Kalau perception kita rasa Adidas tu best, Bata tu tak best, so we will be willing to pay more for Adidas, whereas both are being manufactured in China, for example. Okay, and both are black training shoes, black running shoes. Yeah, so what's the difference between Adidas and Bata, for example? Yeah, it's only based on our perception, which adds to the brand equity. Okay, brand equity here means that how much is it that people perceive something to be of value, that they are willing to pay more for that value. All right, is that clear?
Yes, doctor.
Okay, all right. So have we come to the parsing dah kan? Parsing dah. Regular expression dah ke?
Regular expression actually belum lagi.
Belum Okay. Parsing dah sudah dah. Sekejap, mana sini kan brand equity. Okay.
Yeah.
So kita go through the steps and processes. Okay, this one is a general steps and processes. Yeah. The first step is to monitor social networks, review sites for mentions of our products. So logic lah, kita cari dulu, go about and search. Okay, where is it? Okay, is it in the on Twitter? Is it on forums that has mentions? Okay, apa-apa disebut-sebut lah about our product or our service here. Okay, so that's the first thing that you need to do. And then after that, once you found it, you need to collect it. Okay, once you've collected it, then you need to sort it out because there's so many. Kadang-kadang it's up to 500,000, 1 million. So you need to be able to sort all those reviews out. Okay, once you've sorted it, you need to determine, okay, the type of the review, good or bad, because good or bad ni is describing sentiment. Okay, kita kata, oh, Bata not good. Okay, Adidas is better. So that is interesting for manufacturers. And then lastly, okay, you need to be able to bagi bukti the reviews that are bad and the reviews that are good. Okay, because here at step number 4, you determine the type of review which is good or bad. Okay, but at the 5th step, you need to be able to retrieve those good and bad reviews quickly. Okay. All right, so that's an overview. To go deeper, okay, more detail into it is, okay, the first step when we monitor our for our mentions, okay, our products mentions, then we need to do the parsing. Okay, parsing ni apa? It is basically to identify parts of a sentence, okay, parts of a sentence yang that is interesting for us. So, for example, okay, HTML pages. Where else can you get? Where else can you get reviews on forums but HTML pages? So here we see that these are the parts of information that we can actually parse. You know, we can actually collect nanti. So parsing is to divide. Be it a forum, an HTML page, or document written. We want to pecah-pecahkan. We want to partition it into parts that we can see. Some are important and some are not. Alright, so if let's say you are parsing an HTML file, when you get something like this, okay, you need to identify which parts of this HTML page is important. Biasanya is the title, the description, okay, and the publication date. Kenapa publication date? Because if you're doing sentiment analysis, you want to get the latest sentiment about your product. Because iPhone ni dah wujud dah berapa? Dah berapa version dah?
Dah ada 12 version.
Dah 12 dah. So kalau misalnya you collect reviews yang about iPhone yang pertama dulu, so it becomes irrelevant actually to the latest iPhone, because your aim is to find out about the latest iPhone. If in the case that you are trying to find out sentiment about iPhone in general, then it's fine for you to actually get all of the reviews or mentions about iPhone daripada dulu-dulu lagi. So publication date is not important to you. Okay, but if you specifically want to do sentiment analysis on the latest iPhone, which is iPhone 12, then you need to take heed, be careful, be cautious of the publication date. Are you all clear about this?
Clear, Doctor.
Yeah, Doctor.
Okay, all right.
Yes, Doctor.
Okay, so the next thing that you need to do is you can use regular expressions, okay? Because kalau misalnya, for example, you want to identify your mentions and reviews, kan? Contohnya kalau orang tu and you want to say iPhone, kan, iPhone. Sekejap, macam mana saya nak share? Tak reti lah nak share. Okay, contohnya iPhone, IPHONE. So some people bila dia type, dia kadang-kadang terjadi IPPHONE, IPHONEE. Okay, so if you were to do if you were to search, okay, textual search other than regular expression, you're going to miss out on a lot of reviews yang salah type ni. Okay, so rugilah you punya sentiment analysis you too will be misleading. Okay, misleading, because sebenarnya actually there's a lot of good reviews, but because you do only an exact text match, okay, IPHONE only, okay, IPPHONE semua tu you didn't take. Therefore, it could be that you punya result of sentiment analysis is wrong. Okay, nampak macam people don't like it, but actually people do like it. So regular expression is really powerful for people who are interested to do text analysis or have a career in text analysis. Okay, it is almost a must to be able to do regular expressions well. Okay, so regular expressions look like this, okay, allowing you to be able to get matches yang ada typo-typo macam ni, okay, and be able to get phrases macam ni, okay, very quickly. I love, Acme, you know, and all those things. Okay, so BEBK, BEBACK, you know, sometimes it's better to be able to get more and then lepas tu clean up, buang daripada awal you very stringent, ya, you take only yang exact, yang clean, yang bersih, and then tengok it's only a handful, because you have to understand sentiment analysis, dia punya power dia is in the masses. It means that the more data or reviews that you have, the stronger it is that you show the voice of the people. Okay, that's why sentiment analysis is a favorite in political science, because it shows the voice and the opinion and the sentiment of people. Okay, the next one, okay, once in step 2, once you've identified, okay, the reviews that's related to your product or your service, then you can actually collect the reviews. So here you do an extraction and representation of the text. The aim, okay, is to represent your collection of phrases and words in a structured manner. Nampak tak? This is ironic lah, because you are dealing with unstructured data. However, once you get your unstructured data, you still need to put it into structure. Okay, still need to put it into structure. Why? Because most algorithms, you know, that's in existence deal with structured data, because these algorithms has existed zaman 50s lagi, zaman 40s lagi, okay, where during those time people only deal with structured data. Unstructured data is considered kind of like noise or just beyond any information systems possible processing. Okay, here at this step, you need to be able to construct something called a bag of words. So a bag of words is a vector with one dimension of every unique term in the space. Okay, so a recap. If let's say I have a document, dia tulis situ, saya suka susu saya. So ada berapa banyak dimensions?
3.
3 kan, because saya tu, even though repeated, it is considered as one unique term or one dimension. Okay, so in the bag of words, okay, you have only the unique terms inside there, right? So however, it's still going to result in very high dimensional, okay, structure. Right, so to produce bag of words, you need to count the occurrences of the words in the text parsed and the number of times the word is repeated and store the word count. So bag of words look like this. Okay, it looks like this. So you have all the unique terms on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, you have the frequency. How many times this word love, okay, is being repeated over and over again inside your review or inside your document ni. So kalau misal banyak sangat, love, and then before ada 1, 2, we can kind of like assume, okay, we kind of like think, you know, this review is talking a lot about a positive review of Bifun. Okay, because there's so many positive words inside the review. Okay, if there's a lot of negative words, kalau orang geram kan, the nature of human being, apalah iPhone ni, slow lah, buruk lah, tebal lah, apalah, you know, all the negative words mesti akan banyak, okay, inside a review. So from there, these are clues, okay, these are clues that you can infer, okay, the positive or the negative polarity of a review. Alright, so far okay dengan bag of words?
Okay, clear, Doctor.
Okay, good.
Okay, Doctor.
Alright, next is about high dimensionality, the problem of high dimensionality. So here we need to reduce because as we know, alright, in a sentence there are words that are not meaningful. Okay, these are known as stop words. In English, the stop words include the, it, okay, is, right? Okay, so where can you identify these stop words? You can find it online for English banyak, for Malay tak banyak lagi, tak banyak sangat lagi. So siapa yang buat dalam Malay text tu is tougher lah compared to doing it in English, because English ni dia punya lexicon dia banyak. Apa benda adalah lexicon ni? Lexicon ni is a dictionary, it's a list of words, that has been identified, that has been curated. Curated ni maksudnya manusia kumpul, dia tak ada guna automatic means, manusia kumpul, curated jadi lexicon. So that lexicon is a list of words, dalam bentuk dictionary of positives and negative words. So contohnya you can try to find like this, stop words, a list of stop words, and then you can have a list of positive words, a list of negative words, to help you to do sentiment analysis, but mostly in English. Okay, another thing that you need to do to reduce high dimensionality is stemming. Stemming ni datang daripada the word stem. Stem ni apa? Akar kan? So we want to dapatkan, we want to get the root word, the root word of a particular word. So if let's say you have running, the root word is run. Sitting, the root word is sit, because kalau you tak buat stemming ni, apa problem dia? Agak-agaknya lah.
Lagi banyak words yang kena ada dalam lexicon.
Itu satu lagi.
Dia increase dimension.
Dia jadi macam noise.
Lagi.
Dia increase dia punya complexity. Sebab banyak sangat dia punya dimension tu.
Lagi.
Dia lambatkan proses.
Lagi. Dia akan ada duplicates kan? Betul tak? Contohnya satu word tu run, lagi satu tu running. It's actually of this, kind of like the same thing actually, run and running. Okay, so if we were to allow these words not being stamped, therefore kita akan ada duplicates of the same word. So once we reduce running to run, then we can know this action of run ni, or anything related to the word run, its frequency. Berapa kali asyik sebut run, running, runner, apa lagi? Running, runner,
Runs,
ran, kan? Kan dia punya past tense dia. Lagi apa? Run down. Itu dah masuk lain. Alright, so nampak tak? Yang penting sekarang ni is the understanding why you are doing something. Once you're clear why you're doing something, only then you can be an effective, data analyst, but actually an effective human being lah. Because if let's say you want to open your own organization, you want to do in text analytics, you are clear, the processes that's needed, right? And why you need to do it. So everybody clear about why we need to remove stop words and why do we need to do stemming?
Yes, Doctor.
Yes. Faham, Doctor.
Okay. Alright, next, is whereby you have a document representation. Okay, these are other features that can give you more information. All right, so a feature is anything about the document that is used for search or analysis. So you can have things like title, keywords or tags, yang macam sekarang Black Lives Matters, so semua tag Black Lives Matters, So from there you can actually collect all the sentiments that's related, okay, with that tag, memudahkan the extraction of data or reviews actually. And then the date of information, okay, that's also important. You want it to know whether dah lapuk ke, it's really old, or is it really recent, or is it before an event or after an event. Okay, if it's after an event, then it could be related or dependent on that event. Okay, and then the source of information, sekarang ni banyak fake news, where is it coming from? And then named entities ni maksudnya kalau dalam satu dokumen ya, contohnya lah dia cakap about Donald Trump. So first of all, the president of America is Donald Trump. He was a businessman, okay? And then lepas tu, so the he kat situ tu is talking about Donald Trump. Okay, even though dia tak diulang balik semula. Donald Trump is the president of America. Donald Trump was a businessman, it doesn't. Jadi akan ada situation where dalam satu review you have two named entities. For example, Barack Obama and Donald Trump ataupun were presidents of America. Okay, and then suddenly he which one? Both are men, both are male, so dah problem. Okay, so this is text analytics. It means that you are able to identify how humans speak, okay, so that computers can understand and do processing. Alright, so this is just an example of text yang saya tapik kat sini. Okay. Okay, next thing is you need to represent the corpus. Okay, what is corpus? C-O-R-P-U-S. Make sure people that you hafal dia punya spelling ni, because banyak yang selalu tersalah. Dia jadi C-O-R-P-S-E, C-O-R-P-E-S, okay, no, C-O-R-P-U-S. Corpus is basically similar to a data set. But the only difference is that inside it is a collection of documents, okay, unstructured data, as compared to data set, what is inside it is, okay, a collection of structured data, okay, dalam bentuk records, okay, rows and columns. So why do we need to represent a corpus? Because we want to archive them, okay, because you have to understand every time dokumen penulisan human writing ni, penulisan manusia ni, dia akan menjadi dated. Dated ni maksudnya dia jadi lapuk, makin tua. So like for example, you do your thesis, okay, you buat penulisan, complete, alright. Your thesis is going to become older and older as you grow older, okay, as you become working, jadi bapa, jadi datuk, jadi nenek, okay, so your thesis, your writing will become older and older. And where do these old documents go? It goes into archives. Alright, so that's what it says here. It says here, because we want to archive them, yet able to conduct search for future reference and research. Okay, we don't throw away writings of people, of human beings, but we put them into archives. Macam arkib negara tu, okay, that is archive tu lah, National Archive. Okay, so how do we represent a corpus? We represent by using reverse indexing. So this is also a structure, another structure. Okay, yang tadi masa kita nak represent a review ataupun a document, we use bag of words. Okay, but now we want to represent the corpus, okay, the collection of documents. So what do we use? We use reverse indexing. So how does it look like? It looks like this, yeah, this belang-belang biru putih ni. Okay, so let's say our corpus we have only 3 documents. So from here we want to be able to know where is it that we found this unique term. Okay, like for example, best, blue, bright, butterfly. Where is it that we found it? Okay, so we found it, okay, here, this is the information, okay, in document 2 at the position 3. Okay, position in reverse indexing is really important, because if not from the start that you put the document and the position, nanti later 10 tahun 5 tahun later you nak cari punyalah susah. You have to reprocess balik semua the whole document. So document comes in trickles. Okay, trickles ni maksudnya dia setitis lah, maksudnya dalam satu hari, okay, you can have maybe 10,000 records, 10,000 documents. But later, 10 years later, it's going to be trillions, millions, trillions, whatever. So the amount is much larger for you to process. So might as well daripada awal, okay, garbage in, garbage out. Garbage in tu maksudnya daripada awal you dah buat elok-elok, you dah reverse indexing. Okay, these 10,000 documents, and later on 10 years, 15 years later, you can just simply, easily, okay, get the information or the review that you need. Okay, so kalau kita tengok the next one, blue. Blue exists in 2 documents. One is document 1, another is in document 3. So blue is here, and then there's another occurrence of blue. Jadi kat sini, in document number 1, it is at the 3rd position, and in document number 2, it is at the 2nd position. Alright, okay. So okay so far, people?
Okay, Doktor.
Saya ada soalan, Doktor.
Okay.
Dekat dokumen nombor 2 tu kan, dia kan it's best tu, dia akan jadi it is best tu kan, sebab S tu dikira sebagai is, satu kiraan, betul tak? So bila kita nak buat text analysis tu, kita kena pecahkan tak? Macam it's tu sepatutnya jadi it is.
Biasa kadang-kadang tak perlu, sebab kalau you nak pecahkan nanti macam tak necessary pun. Tak necessary. Tapi kalau nak, it's kind of like boleh pecah atau tak boleh, ataupun tak nak pecah, it doesn't matter pada saya. Sebab so far ada je yang saya nampak dia buat macam ni lah, dia tak pecah pun, it's best je. Ada juga yang dia saja pecahkan, okay, sebab dia daripada awal dia pecahkan sebab dia nak remove stop word. Ada juga.
Sebab bagi saya kan dia tak pecahkan kan, so saya macam confused. Dia kata best tu kan dokumen nombor 2, position nombor 3, tapi actually ni macam position nombor 2. So bagi saya lah, saya nampak macam susah saya nak baca, macam confusing.
Sebab you kena faham, masa kita awal-awal buat tu, remember kita process dia dulu masa dia document, and then after that there is that phase where we remove stop words kan. So if let's say macam ni, we don't pecahkan dia, okay, then the computer is going to have a hard time to know that it dengan is supposed to be removed. They are stop words. Kan. So kalau you remove dia, you dah convert, you dah transform daripada awal it's to jadi it is, okay, so it is easier for you to program for this to be identified as stop words and removed. Okay?
Okay.
Right. Anybody else have any questions or concerns?
Reverse indexing ni, Doktor, kita yang reverse indexing sendiri ke ataupun ada application yang akan buat?
Application benda ni nampak macam sikit 3 dokumen. Kalau in reality beribu-ribu, beratus-ribu documents. Okay, so memang there will be a tool to help you do this, but you as the human being, okay, you must always understand the process, baru you boleh identify where is the problem, because machines, they cannot identify problems. They can only execute what you command it to do. Okay, so don't be a machine where you just simply buta-buta buat aja, run aja. So you need to be a human with higher cognition level. You need to be able to understand the process, go through the process, identify problems within the process, and then make corrections to the process. Okay. Okay, any other questions? Can we move on?
Yes.
Yes, that.
Okay. Alright, so collecting reviews is is a matter of common perception. Okay, so documents are often only relevant in the context of a corpus. Okay, in the context of a corpus or a specific collection of documents. Therefore, classifiers need to be trained on a specific set of documents. Any changes to the corpus requires retraining of a classifier. Okay, this statement, okay, this information is really important for the ones who are interested to do sentiment analysis, because, okay, if let's say you're trying to do sentiment analysis on, for example, politics, yeah, so you punya lexicons, okay, you punya positive and negative dictionary tu or lexicon tu has to be related to political science. Okay, has to be related to political science. If you use a generic one, it may cause misleading result. Okay, so for example lah, kalau kita nak cakap about we want to do sentiment analysis on on Harry Potter or on novels, for example. Okay, so the word wicked, WICKED, yang kalau you selalu tengok Harry Potter, they always say wicked tu kan, is considered as positive. But if, okay, you are doing sentiment analysis on depression ataupun mental issues, for example, so the word wicked is not positive, it is negative. Okay, so this is where you need to be able to use, okay, the right lexicon for the right context. Right, and also another issue is about retraining. Okay, training and retraining your classifier, because nanti you sekarang tengah muda, but when you become my age 20 years later, okay, and the newer generation, they're going to have their own jargon. Okay, entah apa-apalah. Yang sekarang ni saya pun tak tahu dah apa yang you guys selalu sebut. Apa? No idea. Okay, apa dulu biasa apa pekak badak, terkejut badak, so sekarang I don't know apa benda.
Terkejut boboy.
Okay, so itulah, so new things, new words, new phrases, okay, new perception of the use of words. So you have to always to retrain your classifier. The job of a text analysis, okay, is challenging lah, sama macam any data analyst, right? But I rasa macam lebih menarik lah, lebih exciting. Kalau you jenis cepat boring, sesuai lah kot. Okay, challenge. Corpus changes constantly over time, so not only do new documents get added, but word distributions can change over time. Okay, this could reduce the effectiveness of classifiers and filters if they are not retrained. For example, okay, spam filters. Okay, the choice of words ni actually berubah. Okay, kalau you baca ada artikel tu dia cakap about ada certain words yang tak pernah, yang sort of like not very much used in the last century, in the last 2 centuries, but now it is being used quite often. Okay, so you can see that the word distribution tu is going to change over time. Some words dulu not very much used, sekarang very much used. Dulu banyak used, sekarang dah tak ada sangat, dah very little. Okay, so it shows the change in generation, the change in human and humanity. Okay. Alright, okay ke so far? Ada persoalan?
Setakat ni okey.
Okay, okay, good. Boleh go on lagi ke?
Boleh.
Boleh. Kan dah tepu ke, dah lapar ke? Okay, right. Pukul berapa ni? Pukul 12.30. Okay, boleh sampai pukul 1 kot kalau you boleh bertahan. Okay, so the next step is sorting the reviews. Okay, sorting the reviews. Okay, so once all reviews have been collected and represented, we want to sort them by the subject of interest. Okay, which is either the product or service. Okay, if let's say you want to know about iPhone, so you want to be able to sort out. Okay, based on iPhone. Okay, iPhone 12, something like that. Okay, so an example. Okay, the B Phone 5X has coverage everywhere. It's much less flaky than my old B Phone 4G. Okay, and then another one is, well, I love Acme's B Phone series. I've been quite disappointed by the B Book. The text is illegible. It makes even the Kindle look blazingly fast. Alright, so here, what the question is, this review is on B Phone 5X or on B Phone 4G?
5X.
Easy kan, because you're human. But for a computer or a machine, it's not easy because there are two mentions of a so-called well-known product or a well-known term or a well-known word. Okay? Jadi macam mana dia nak tahu? Alright, macam mana dia nak tahu? So kita lah as human beings will need to put in this information, okay, into this machine. Okay? Right? Okay, how about this one? Well, I love Acme's B Phone series. I've been quite disappointed by the B Book. The text is illegible and it makes even the Kindle look blazingly fast. So is it about B Phone, B Book or Kindle?
B Book.
B Book, kan? Because it's easy for us. Okay. Okay, so text classification here is to sort reviews. Okay, in order to sort reviews, we need to classify them. Okay, typically by topic tagging. Okay, topic is an important concept in sentiment analysis. Okay, because just using word, it's not enough because the word is inside a context, and the context is the one that is describing the topic. Okay, describing the topic. So topic tagging often involves having a team of human users to determine the classification of a review and tag it accordingly. So why do we need to have this topic tagging? Okay, underneath or underlying or the foundation of sentiment analysis is actually a predictive model. We want to be able to predict, okay, the polarity of a review. So for example, if we have yang tadi ni, we want to be able to predict. Okay, to predict, is this going to be a positive review ataupun a negative review? So we can only know this by having a training set. By having a training set and also by taking a look at the lexicon. Maksudnya cari word lah, cari word. Tapi bila kita guna word, we see a positive word here, love, and then there's a negative word here, disappointed, and then another negative one, illegible, and then another one is positive, blazingly fast. Okay, but is this really a positive review? Sebab ada satu, ada dua, okay, ada dua positive words And then apa tu? Ada 2 negative words. So is this really a neutral? Is this really a positive? Kan? Because it's clear that this is a negative review because it's being sarcastic. Okay, it's being sarcastic. Therefore, it's not enough to just do sentiment analysis based on words ataupun based on lexicon. That is the most primitive way of doing sentiment analysis, which has been done somewhere in the 70s, in the 80s. Jadi no more of doing based on lexicon only. Okay, right? So some rules for topic tagging. If the product is mentioned in the title, then the review is likely to be about the product. Okay, sebab macam kita, all human beings, kita go through schooling. Okay, so in school, we're always being taught the topic is always something that we are concerned with. iPhone 12. Dear sir, I regret to inform you that this iPhone 12 blah 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 blah. Alright, for example. So the title is always depicting or displaying or showing what we want to talk about. Okay, and then next, if the mentions are in the contents, okay, saya nak movekan ni, okay, in the contents, okay, the review may or may not be related to the product. Betul lah, sebab macam yang ni, macam tadi ni. Sekejap, yang tadi ni. Okay, you have all of these other mentions. Okay, Kindle lah, Bifon lah, Bibo lah. Hello?
Doktor mute lah.
Tak ada?
Tengok apa ni?
Oh, yang lain dengar saya tak?
Dengar.
Saya dengar, Doktor.
Okay. Everybody okay? Okay, boleh saya continue ke? Saya sambung?
Boleh.
Okay. So macam ni contoh there's mentions about other products juga. Okay. So which one is it? Okay, that is talking
Ni
about.
doktor tak dengar, saya tak dengar apa ni. Ada apa jadi tadi? Tak dengar apa ni.
Saya masuk keluar balik Adlin.
Keluar masuk balik.
Keluar masuk balik. Masuk keluar balik.
Jangan keluar kelas saya belum habis lagi.
Keluar masuk balik. Gitu.
Cuba cakap dekat Adlil sebab dia tak dengar saya pun kan. Tak sure dia dengar you. Text dia ke? Message kat dia ke?
Okay.
Alright, thank you. Okay, so saya sambung yang tadi ni. So, okay, the point here, the rule, okay, kat sini is that if the mentions are in the contents, the review may or may not be related to the product. Okay, so macam tadi lah, contoh tadi, ada a few mentions about different products, in the same review. So, kenalah weed it out. Okay, a tweet. Okay, kalau siapa yang buat Twitter ni, okay, a tweet is more likely about the product than a forum because a review may be about comparison of different products. One thing about manusia ni, kalau dibagi sikit, dia berhati-hati. Dia straight to the point. Jadi Twitter ni kan dia punya length dia quite short kan. So they will always terus just straight to the point. iPhone sucks, iPhone great, iPhone awesome. You know, compared to if kalau dia dibagi satu text area panjang macam tu, macam biasa dekat forum, dia pun tulis lah pusing sana pusing sini nak nampak begitu begini, you know. Okay, cara style of writing dia. And then because a review dekat blog ke, for example, biasanya they will do a comparison of different products. When there's a comparison of different products, itu yang challenge dia because there's a lot of named entities kat dalam tu. Okay, right, of different products, and then you have to identify, is this positive or is this negative? Sometimes sarcasm. Macam mana nak buat? Okay, so macam mana nak buat tu semua kena cari dekat Google Scholar, find out the latest methods, approaches, okay, on dealing with all of these things if you're doing it for your FYP. So more frequent mentions of the products may indicate the review is relevant. Nampak tak? The word is relevant tau. Dia bukannya cakap negative or positive. It is relevant. Okay, so it could be that if somebody really hate iPhone, dia akan sebut iPhone jahat, iPhone slow, iPhone buruk, iPhone mahal, iPhone sebut. So you can deduce or you can infer that this review is about iPhone, okay? And the next thing to do is to identify, is it a positive or negative review? Okay, so the next step, okay, for you to determine whether a review is good or bad. So this is where the text classification comes in, okay? Sorry, sudah. Comes in, sorry. But here it involves determining if a review is good. Okay, good is positive, bad is negative. So dalam sentiment analysis ada dua, nama dia polarity. Polarity ni comes from the word polar. Polar ni apa? Kutub. So kutub utara, kutub selatan. So it's very, maksudnya positive polarity and negative polarity. Okay. So commonly used classifiers be knife base and SVM. Okay, this information ni is 4 tahun dulu punya. Okay, because masa saya first buat nota ni, that was like I think 3 or 4 years ago, if I am not mistaken. So a major bottleneck of this step is the need for tagged training data. Nampak tak? We still need training data and it has to be tagged. Okay. In other words, it's labeled lah. Kalau dalam data set, structured data, we call it labeled. Okay. In corpus, we call it tagged. Right? So two approaches to overcome this first is have human to identify good and bad reviews. Okay, and then utilize sentiment dictionary. Again, these are primitive methods of constructing training data. Okay, so this. Hello.
Siapa tu?
Hello. Hello.
This my honor.
Hello.
Just dah tekan dengar.
Okay. Saya dengar macam dah berborak-borak dah, ingatkan dah hilang dah saya. Okay. Okay, so far macam mana? Ada soalan? Bila ada soalan, dia senyap. Bila tengah lecture bercakap.
Tak ada lagi.
Okay. So these are sentiment word list. Okay, banyak for English. For these are for English. Okay, so training a classifier, the aim is to determine the polarity of a piece of review. Okay, so the polarity can be negative, positive, neutral. Ataupun sekarang ni they have become more detailed. Negative, very negative, positive, very positive, and then neutral. Okay, so there's this polarity confidence. Okay, because polarity confidence ni comes masa bila you do the actual sentiment analysis. Because the actual sentiment analysis, you dah tak ada training set kan? Kan?
Yep.
Okay, so you can only rely on the confidence, the polarity confidence. Okay, nak tengok sama ada dia positif atau negatif. Okay, so far?
Okay, doktor.
Alright, bagus. Okay, cara training ni is just one simple way. It's very simplistic punya cara. Okay, I think dekat my video tu I ada selitkan this person ni punya video. So please go through it. Kalau berminat, but don't think that this is the only way. This is not the only way. This is one of the ways that you can use naive Bayes to train a classifier. Okay. Alright, so can I go to the final step? Ataupun dah tepu, sebab this final step ni dia ada macam pengiraan sikit.
Banyak ke doktor?
Dia macam ada calculation.
Yang naive Bayes yang IDF, DF tu, IDF.
TF-IDF tu.
TF-IDF.
So kalau agak-agak macam perut dah lapar tu, kita sambung next week lah.
Adil lapar ke Adil?
Tak. Kalau lapar pun ada kerupuk ni, boleh makan.
So nak teruskan ke, nak stop sini?
Boleh teruskan.
Saya okey je mana-mana.
Biasa yang okey mana-mana tu maksudnya tak mahu tau sebenarnya.
Tak doktor, jangan. Doktor kerja nanti. Saya boleh continue. Okey, kalau itu saya continue lah.
So semua nak continue ke ataupun apa ke?
Continue get this over week.
Boleh je, madam.
Adil dah okey dah boleh dengar dah.
Boleh ni tak tahu kenapa pasal ni.
Continue doktor.
Continue Okay, kalau continue at least cepat habiskan. Sebab tinggal sikit ni je, lepas tu tinggal apa tu, apa benda lah tu, Hadoop tu. Hadoop ecosystem. Okay. Alright. So tertekan apa pula ni? Sekejap. Okay, so kita continue Step number 5, the last one, okay, search or information retrieval kat sini. Ni
tak nampak nampak hitam ke?
Tak nampak
Tak.
Sekejap, saya stop sharing and reshare balik. Okay. Okay. Alright, so macam yang kita cakap tadi masa awal-awal tu, the last step tu is bila you need to cari balik, you need to retrieve balik semula from your archive, okay, relevant reviews, because bayangkan over the years you simpan, you buat a bed of words, and then you buat reverse indexing, and then you keep until your corpus has grown, okay. And then you want to be able to find relevant search. Okay, this is one of the ways to do a relevant search, okay, which is by using TF-IDF. TF-IDF, okay, stands for term frequency inverse document frequency, okay. Maksudnya kat sini there are two parts, two components of this formula. The first is to calculate the term frequency, and then kita calculate the inverse document frequency, and then kita combinekan TF dengan IDF, okay. Alright, so let's say kita ada search query, okay, and we parsed into terms, for example, S8 camera quality. So we parsed it into S8, into camera, and into quality, okay. So apa tu? Okay, TF-IDF dia gunakan weight. Okay, dia gunakan weight. It is a weight-based matrix, right? And the more the weight, the more relevant it is. Okay, to our search term study. So the underlying idea of TF-IDF, okay, is rare terms. So you have to remember this, because TF-IDF is not just used in search, but in other things also, which see that rare terms is of more relevance, therefore higher weight, okay, than the more common ones, okay. Right. So So rare terms is dalam TF-IDF is regarded to be more important than common terms due to its discriminating nature. Okay, kita biasa kat Malaysia when we say the word discriminating, we maksudkan about discrimination of gender, discrimination of races, negative word. But actually discriminating ni is a word that can also replace the word differentiating. Okay, so in text analysis they use the word discriminating, maksudnya dia boleh senang nak bezakan. Okay, alright. So dia punya components. Let's take a look at the first component. Okay, the first component is term frequency. Maksudnya, okay, this is where you calculate the number of times a term is found in a document over the total number of terms in the document. So maksudnya dalam satu dokumen tu, if you have 1,000 terms, okay, 1,000 terms, alright, how many times, okay, how many times that a certain term is found within that document. So maybe kalau the word Python, maybe 5 times out of 1,000. The word ular sawa 10 times out of 1,000. Okay, so that is the term frequency. The next one is document frequency. So here we are calculating the number of documents that has that particular term. Okay, yang ni sepatutnya term T, T macam contohnya N, X macam tu. Okay, so for a particular term, okay, contohnya Python, how many times or in how many documents that it showed up. So kalau dalam satu corpus kita ada 500 documents, out of these 500 documents, how many of these documents consist the word Python? 5, 10, 60, okay, sebab max kita 400. Okay. Okay, the next one that needs to be done is daripada document frequency that we have calculated, we need to inverse. Inverse ni maksudnya bukan terbalik, tapi maksudnya kalau misalnya macam saya nak conteng kat sini tak reti lah. I have no idea how to conteng. Oh, nampak tak cursor saya?
Nampak tak? Nampak.
Nampak cursor? So saya gerak-gerak cursor, nampak
Nampak.
Okay, so contoh saya lukis macam ni, bulat kat tengah ni. Okay, so kalau inverse of this bulat ni is not the bulat but all the other tepi-tepi bulat ni. Do you understand?
Yes, macam Venn diagram.
Kan? So the inverse tu is yang selain daripada the bulat. Okay? Okay, so how do we do an inverse of document frequency? Kita gunakan logarithm. Kita guna log. Okay? Alright, so IDF, inverse document frequency, is the log of the size of the corpus divided by the document frequency. Okay, ini dia punya formula. Okay, so kalau kita tengok kat sini, okay, this is the search term. What is trying to be searched here is car insurance. Okay, car insurance. Alright, car insurance. So when they parse, the corpus, dia dapat car, auto, insurance and best. Right, so when we calculate the document frequency, right, it shows that the word car, okay, occurred in 18,165 documents. Auto, okay, showed up in 6,723, okay, and so on and so forth. So, kalau misalnya before wujudnya TF-IDF, most of the time when they want to know about relevance, they will use document frequency. Jadi, if the the search is car insurance, then they will dapatkan this, okay, documents yang dekat sini dengan documents yang dekat sini. However, okay, according to, kalau kita tengok, bila banyak sangat, dia akan menjadi terlalu common sampai it is not specific to the subject in question. Contohlah nama Muhammad. Most of you guys have nama Muhammad. So kalau kita nak cari, we want to search for Muhammad, mostly all of the inside, kalau kita ada corpus 500 corpus, most likely 500 corpus itulah yang akan muncul, you know, is considered relevant. But this is not true, because kalau misalnya kita nak cari nama Muhammad Muhammad Bisri contohnya, okay, the word Bisri tu, the nama Bisri tu, okay, is rare, betul tak? Ataupun kosai. Okay, so the word kosai tu is going to be rare. Jadi bila kita dapat documents yang ada tulis kosai, memang definitely about kosai lah. Faham tak dia punya logik dia?
Faham?
Okay, right. Jadi kalau kita, mungkinlah ada juga tentang Muhammad Kosai ni dekat dokumen-dokumen lain, tapi maybe tak specific about Muhammad Kosai, sebab based on Muhammad saja, sebab dia cuma muncul Muhammad je, dia tak kata Muhammad Kosai. Tapi with the documents yang ada memang mention about Kosai, mention the word Kosai, definitely Muhammad Kosai yang ni lah, tak ada Muhammad Kosai lain dah. Contohlah macam tu. Jadi the same, okay, with this, kalau the word auto ni, maybe kita tak pakai sangat, but in America they use automobile, the word automobile, and the short name dia biasanya auto. Jadi if let's say, daripada the document frequency ni, these 6,723 documents, ada the word auto ni, which reflects automobile, definitely lah, more likely, I can't say definitely, more likely that 6,723 is about car, okay, it's about the automobile. Alright, so it's considered as the other rare term kat sini. Okay, so the IDF, kalau kita logkan tadi, kita do the logarithm, okay, we're going to get a high, okay, a high value, because it is dia punya nature dia is inverse, okay, is inverse. Kalau asal-asal dia DF dia is small, bila jadi IDF, bila kita inversekan, dia akan menjadi besar, dia akan jadi a big number. Okay, okay ke so far? Kalau tak faham cakap ya.
Okey lagi doktor.
Yang lain macam mana?
Okay.
Okey.
Hello? Kalau ada soalan boleh tanya ya. Okay, so kalau tak ada, kita continue dengan example. Okay, contohnya, this one saya ambil daripada Wikipedia kalau tak silap. So contohlah, this example, the query term is this dengan example. This is not a good example actually, because the word this ni is a stop word. So this is a ni semua stop word, so patutnya dah di remove. Tapi tak apalah, for the sake of just making a point, okay, we just use this example. So contohlah, dalam our corpus ada 2 documents, okay. So the first one, this is the back of words dia, this is the back of words for document 2. So how do we do it is that we need to calculate first the TF. Okay, always start with the term frequency. So we need to calculate the term frequency for each word. For each word. So this is a term frequency for this in document 1. This is a term frequency for the word this, okay, in document 2. Jadi remember, TF dia is the number of occurrences divided by the total number of terms. Okay? Okay? Okay, will you following me? So ada 1 out of 5. This is the total number of dia punya term count. Okay, term count. Alright, so dekat sini pula dalam document 2, okay, 1 out of 7 because this is the total term count. Yeah, alright, so dapat 0.2 and 0.14, lebih kurang. So the IDF kita akan calculate for the for the term this, okay. Right, so the IDF is the logarithm, okay, of
number of document
Of DF. Document.
over dengan occurrence.
DF kan, divided by
Number of documents with the term.
the size of the corpus. Yang atas 2 ni is the DF. Okay, how many documents yang ada term tu, but the denominator yang bawah ni is the size of the corpus. So dalam this corpus ada 2 biji je kan, document 1 dengan document 2. So 2 ni represent the number of documents which is the size of the corpus. Nombor 2 yang dekat atas sini, okay, represents the DF, the number of documents that contains the particular term.
Oh, doktor bukan, tahu takut saya tersalah. Bukan terbalik Corpus dulu baru DF.
Bukan corpus dulu ke? Tunjuk balik yang slide.
Saya dah lupa dah. Sekejap. Oh yes, terbalik. The size of the corpus divided by DF. Okay. So ada 2, the number 2 ni is different. Maksudnya bukan coming from the same thing lah. Okay. So log of 1 equals to 0. Equals to 0. Jadi bila kita calculate the TF-IDF, kita nak combine dia. Kita combine dia how? By doing a multiplication. Jadi 0.2 multiply by 0, 0.14 multiply by 0. Okay, dapatlah 0, 0. Okay, so next kita kena buat untuk term example pula. Okay, alright. So kalau dalam you punya term the term that you want to search ada 10, so 10 lah you kena buat. Okay, so the same thing, okay, dapat juga 0/5, 3/7 and then log kan, okay, the size of the corpus divided by the DF, okay, equals to 0.301, okay, and then lepas tu kirakan dia punya TF IDF dia by doing a multiplication. Alright, and then you dapat these values. Okay, now we want to do the scoring. Okay, the scoring because we want to identify which document is more relevant. Okay, so this is the formula. Jadi yang ini maksudnya sum of kan, sum of. Jadi for the TF-IDF yang kita dah calculate tadi tu, we want to know the sum of for the specific document. So contohnya untuk dokumen 1, okay, kita ambil TF-IDF untuk the term this, and then the TF-IDF for the term example, and then this one is also the same, TF-IDF for the term this and the term example. Okay, so yang ni term example, the TF-IDF is 0.13. Jadi bila macam ni kita dah boleh tahu bahawa document 2 is more relevant. Okay.
Okay.
Kan, simple saja tapi kena fahamkan. Bila keluar nanti you basically don't need to do it on your own. You can just use system, but as I mentioned, you need to understand the process because you're a human and you're not a robot, you're not a machine. Okay, so that covers for text analysis. Okay, if you have any questions boleh message bagi yang belum, yang hari tu ambil test tapi tak habis. I mean, did not complete it. Okay, we'll try to do next week ke. Tapi I need you to contact me about your internet connection, because if let's say your internet connection is really bad, another round of online test is going to end up the same. Okay, so I am considering to actually have yours to do essay based, because you are having internet connection problems. So essay based, apa structured, what is that thing called, yang bertulis tu, test bertulis,
Subjective.
subjektif kan. Okay, bukan MCQ lah. So tolong identify your saya kena identify you lah kan, sama ada siap ke tak siap hari tu. And then kena buat secara subjektif lah. I'm considering that. Sebab nak tahu you punya internet connection you dah memang tak bagus kan.
Doktor, saya ada cadangan. Doktor buat macam Google Form, so bagi kami isi, so nanti aku tunjuklah sama ada ramai yang ada internet problem or not.
Itulah basically saya keluarkan list yang siapa tak complete hari tu. Okay, and then minta create satu apa nama tu, tak nak form, sebab saya nak pastikan, just buat satu WhatsApp group. Saya nak pastikan you punya situation, each and one of you, sebab bukannya ramai sangat, just a portion of you, tapi saya nak kena pastikan lain orang ni lain dia punya internet bandwidth dia kan. So saya nak identify clearly siapa yang memang akan jadi teruk dia punya internet connection dia, dan siapa yang tidak, yang macam okay lagi. Okay, so that's it for today. If you don't have any questions, can end this session. Yeah. So opening the floor for any questions, issues.
Doktor nak tanya.
Yes.
Hello. Yang knife bias, doktor.
Knife bias tu.
Yang dalam video yang yang laki tu beritahu. Yang positif dengan negatif tu dia same tu ke? Dalam same dokumen ke lain-lain? Sebab macam kan dia ada 6.
Dia tak specify, dia just identify ada 12 reviews kan? Ada 12 reviews.
So dia kategori 6 ke?
Dia yang saya faham lah, and then lepas tu dia gunakan pretty much like probabilistic untuk calculate dia punya polarity tu.
Faham?
Itu cara dia lah. You tak perlu follow sangat to a T, sebab dia pun macam budak juga buat macam tu kan. Jadi you boleh improvise according to what suit you punya situation.
Faham?
Itu contoh.
Thank you, doktor.
Okay. Ada apa-apa? Anybody else? Ada issues ke? Ada yang tak makan ke? Okay.
Itu saja kot, doktor.
Itu saja ya? Okay. Alright. So see you next week insyaAllah. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, doktor.
Waalaikumsalam. Terima kasih, doktor.
Thank you, Doktor.